Hello, this is Cryptos 2018 with simple cryptocurrency reviews. First of all, I would like to say that I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a crypto enthusiast, and the purpose of this review I do is to give a high-level insight and personal opinion on a crypto coin or a token. Now, the project I'm going to be talking about today is Ontology. Now, I've been really looking forward to creating this video, and the day finally happened. I've been fairly busy the last few weeks. It was supposed to happen earlier, so now I finally get an opportunity to talk about how great this project is and how much I really enjoy the fact that I've invested in it, and I'm a long-term believer in this project. Now we're going to start with coin market cap like we always do. The total supply is 1 billion and the circulating supply is 112.6 million ONT. Now the supply information update is that the circulating supply has been adjusted to exclude all privately allocated and team controlled tokens. So basically what these guys are doing is they've modified the circulating supply to exclude everything that the teams own or any private investors, which is pretty good because this made the price increase like crazy, $9.44 as we're talking, and this went up to as far as $11, I believe, when they announced that the token was released on the Korean exchange Upbit. Now, if we look at this chart, I don't normally check the chart in my videos, but with this one I have to because it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, we had, if you look at the end of March, this is when I first found out about it here. At the end of March, they made the first announcement about this coin. And the price was like, you can see, between 130 and 150 at the end of March, and now we're at the beginning of May, and the price went as high as $11, as I was saying on the bull run when they announced that they're gonna go on the Korean exchange. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, whoever invested in this early on, I mean, I only bought a small number of coins. I regret not buying a lot more of them, but whoever invested in this heavily at the beginning and held and didn't sell to get the 2x profit like most people do and then hope to buy back in when the dip happens, they must be really happy, and I do hope that they continue to hold because this is going to continue to grow like crazy. Now let's move on to the website. What is Ontology? Before I continue to give my opinion further about this, Ontology is a new high-performance public blockchain project and a distributed trust collaboration platform. Ontology provides new high-performance public blockchains that include a series of complete distributed ledgers and smart contract systems. Ontology blockchain framework supports public blockchain systems and is able to customize different public blockchains for different applications. Ontology supports collaboration amongst chain networks with its various protocol groups. Ontology will constantly provide common modules on the underlying infrastructure for different kinds of distributed scenarios, such as those for the distributed digital identity framework, distributed data exchange protocol, and so on. Based on specific scenario requirements, Ontology will continue to develop new common modules. Now, so basically what these guys are going to do is they're going to have their own blockchain. At the moment, just to keep it clear and simple, at the moment these guys have a token. The ONT is actually a token. It's an NEP5 token, which means it's on the NEO blockchain. So it's not on the Ethereum blockchain, an ERC20 token like other coins, like other tokens that are out there. This is specifically on the NEO blockchain. Now, and these guys have a collaboration with NEO. They have a contract. They go hand in hand in many of their projects. So this has the potential to grow quite a lot. I mean, it's amazing. And wait until I get to the good part of this. Now, to move on, about Ontology. Ontology is a diverse, integrated, distributed trust network on the infrastructure for building a trust ecosystem. Ontology encourages trust, cooperation, and allows projects of all shapes, sizes, and technologies with different business scenarios and compliance requirements to pass through Ontology's chain networks and take advantage of the distributed trust network how they see fit. So basically, these guys are trying to get as many companies as possible to join the blockchain and to start using their blockchain. Basically, what they can do is these guys can customize the blockchain depending on the customer's needs, on the business's needs. This is just amazing, guys. I mean, this is the future, and it just shows you once again that these Chinese projects can come really strong. Now, Ontology has become the first blockchain project from China to join the Decentralized Identity Foundation, which aims to build a standardized, decentralized ecosystem for online identities. Also, Ontology has been involved in the ISO iTech TC307 and CBD Forum Blockchain Open Source Project. Now, yeah, I mean, this just gives you more information about what they actually do. Now, to get to the really interesting part, which I'm sure a lot of people are aware of, are not aware of and would really like to know about, is these news that were posted on Neo1 News today. This was when they made the first announcement. Now they have to update the white paper because they before mainnet is basically going to launch, which is their own blockchain, is going to launch in on the 30th of June 2018. This was the initial plan, and I think they're gonna stick with this plan. They haven't made any announcements of delaying it. So fingers crossed. And the most important things is the Ontology model. Okay, so what they're going to do, Ontology have released details of a dual token economic model for their forthcoming distributed trust network. The model is very similar to that of NEO, featuring ONT and ONG tokens. So this is absolutely great, guy. Basically, ONG stands for Ontology Gas. Okay, so just to continue, Ontology will be the governance token, which is the Ontology equivalent of the NEO token. 1 billion ONT tokens will be minted in the Genesis block and are indivisible. ONT holders can vote in major decisions on the Ontology network and will also receive system-generated Ontology gas. ONG is the Ontology equivalent of NEO's gas and is the utility token of the network. ONG will be used for token transactions, network usage, network storage, deployment and execution of smart contracts, and use of other network resources like NEO gas. ONG will be generated over a period of 22 years, with 16% being generated in the first year, 52% the first 4 years, and 80% the first 12 years. So to keep this simple, guys, on the first year, once Ontology, so assuming that they're going to release on the 30th of June, and the blockchain goes live, and ONG goes live when they release the coin, right? From that moment, you have 1 year to get 16% dividends. This is quite a lot. I mean, NEO at the moment offers only about 4% dividends, and they had like quite a few swings between 3% and 4%. I wasn't in NEO early enough, but I believe that some people that were in it earlier told me that they used to give higher dividends, but nowhere near as big as this. I mean, 16% is huge, you know, and this is what gets a lot of people interested in this, especially big investors. Now, in the first year, right? So in the second year, it says that within the first 4 years, you get 52%. Now, I made a calculation, and this comes down to 12% per year for the following 3 years. So the first year, you're going to get 16% dividend. The second, third, and fourth year, you're going to get 12% dividend. And then for the remaining years, because it says the first 12 years, so for the remaining 8 years, you're going to get 3.5%. So the dividend is going to drop a lot because it's basically 80% within the first 12 years. And I made the calculation, and it comes down to this. So 3.5% is pretty much going to bring it down to like NEO's dividend rate, which is not too bad. But, you know, assuming that, you know, in a few years this coin could grow to like, I don't know, maybe $1,000, because if adoption is really high and this places this coin in the top 10, I mean, you're going to have a lot of adoption from institutions. All these financial institutions are going to start pumping money into the crypto space, and yeah, it's really going to grow. This is going to be amazing. So yeah, I really suggest, if you guys didn't buy, I mean, I really suggest you should invest in this. I really do think that it's worth investing in it. I mean, do your own research, of course, as usual, but to be honest, out of all the projects out there, at least the new projects that I read through, this one seems to be the most promising one. I mean, you could see that it wasn't a pump and dump. The price went up almost 10x in one month and a bit. I mean, this is amazing. It's because people actually believe in this project, and I'm one of these believers as well. Now, to continue, the ONT distribution plan is still to be announced, and anyone interested in learning more can subscribe to the Ontology newsletter found at ont.io. Ontology also planned to release their ecosystem white paper in Q1 2018, as well as make the testnet available on GitHub and invite developers to take part in a bounty program. For more information on the economic model, you can click here. And to hear the recent Neo News Today podcast interview with John Lee from Ontology, this is the CEO basically, you can click here. Now, basically what happened here, and I really regret that I'm not in this, and I think a lot of people didn't know about it, is basically, I think back in March, if you would have subscribed to Neo News Today, now I am subscribed, but before that I wasn't subscribed, you would have received 1,000 Ontology for free. Now imagine that. So that's quite a lot, you know. It's like the price of the token back then was around $1.20, more or less $1.30. So you would have got $1,300 worth of ONT for free just because you're subscribed to Neon News today. Not to mention that now it would be worth almost like $10,000. You know, that's huge. It's absolutely crazy. You know. So yeah, I do believe in this project. I do think these guys are gonna do really well. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and get as much as possible in this, you know, and hopefully that I can generate enough, because I know that I can generate enough to actually claim everything back within the first few months, everything I've invested in. I mean, this project is absolutely amazing. The fact that they're giving 16% is quite high, and considering the fact that the price of the token is going to increase, the price of the coin when they release the blockchain, it's going to turn from a token into a coin. That's going to increase a lot. So yeah, as more adoption comes, the higher the price will be. So yeah, I do suggest you guys hold on. I mean, of course, some people are going to say, yeah, but sure, 16% is not so much if you're a trader, because when you trade, you can make like 5% per day, sometimes even 10% per day. But now that depends, because some people don't have time to trade, and this actually gives you guaranteed income, you know, guaranteed passive income. And if these guys are going to follow the Neo model, which is basically an offline wallet, you basically send your coins to the wallet, you close it down, you don't check it, you don't do anything, and then when you go back in, when you log into your internet and you open the wallet, you see that you've generated gas, and you can claim the gas whenever. I mean, you can claim it every 5 minutes basically. So if these guys follow a similar type of model, that'll be great, because the majority of companies out there, the majority of projects that have proof of stake don't actually follow an offline proof of stake model. They follow the online one, where you need to keep your wallet on 24/7 to generate it. So that's going to use up a lot of electricity, and basically, you know, in time it's going to damage your device. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of the offline proof of stake. I think this is great. If more companies could do something similar, that would be awesome, and I'm sure they would become more popular. But yeah, these guys have a great project and a great strategy when it comes to proof of staking, which I really support and I really enjoy. Okay guys, that was it. I hope that you enjoyed it. I would like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment below with any questions you may have. Until we talk again in the next video, thank you very much. Goodbye.